Hi everyone, thanks for joining me today. My name is Katrinas Berthusen. Everybody calls me Rennie because they can't say my real name. But today's video is of a lemur. I think it's a little over an hour. Don't expect realism, I'm an impressionist. So maybe I'm a lazy artist, I don't know, but anyways, I'm an impressionist. So have fun with this. That's what it's all about. That's the reason I came on to YouTube, because of things that are happening today in the world, and I think I just want to give a bit out and a little bit back, and have people get their mind off things, maybe get into something like this and enjoy yourself. So that's the whole purpose of this all. I'm new to YouTube, so be patient with me. My smartphone's still smarter than I am, and the camera, it's up there too. And the editing, I can start to get a little bit of a handle on that. But hang with me, it'll get better. If not, it'll be fun, I guess. Anyways, thanks for joining me today, and hope to see you in the next one. You look after yourselves, and you look after your loved ones. And bye for now. Hi everyone, I'm glad you can join me again. I drew this out already. If you watched my other videos, if you've been following along, you knew how I draw. Basically, I just went imaginary straight line with this one, basically straight down his nose. So, the way we're going to start is, I want to throw a little bit of, I'm going to go, I kind of go backwards. Like on pastel, you do the same as oil. Just sort of just go from dark to light. I at times like going from light to dark, just so that I have a fresh lights or mid-tones, whatever I'm trying to keep light. In this case, it's basically a mid-tone. The paper is pen pastel. No, that's what I'm using. Pastel. So I'm going to go. He's got black up in here. It goes down into there. You can almost make the texture just with pastel. It would go into about here. Okay, a picture that I'm following right now is from Pixabay. They have lots of images there. Okay, now you'll probably find this one there if you look. So I didn't post the image. I'm just basically showing you how I go about this. I try not to spend too long. Whether I'm after realism, that's hard to say. Okay, so I don't want to get too much into the orange if I can avoid it, like that. Okay, then he's going to have, I'm going to start with a darker gray on his nose in this area. I want to cover up my light gray there because I just leave it at outline, so I'll leave it like that sort of right now. And we'll see what it takes here, and some mid-gray up along in here. Now let's see what that kind of blends out like. I'm going to use a sponge applicator. It's got a sponge on the end. It comes with a pan pastel. I'm going to pull the white down into here first. Okay, I'm just going to very lightly start it so I don't lose my drawing. Up in there around the eyes. I'm just getting sort of a couple of tones going here.
change it around here. Clean it on that side. Okay, that's a looks like a pretty primitive start. Okay, now I would normally throw in some background, but because this paper is so close to the background, I might be able to avoid that for. Just going to steal some color from here and put it here, because you can draw with these tools. I just love it for that. I think his fingers are coming up over top of a rock there. But we're not going to notice that anyways. I'm not going to. I'm just going to put and he's got his hand up here. And he's leaning on right across here. It looks like a rock or a pole, or I don't know. But I'm wearing this thing out through the paper, this textured paper. It does a workout on your sponges. Okay, I'm just going to blend that. Then with my hand, lightly go around there. Not too worried about the outside because we're going to all covered with orange fur. They got a nice color to them. A little bit more on this side. Okay. I took these foreshortened there a bit, and then down through there too. Okay, that's pretty well how I start. It's got a towel for the hands. Carry a damp cloth there just to keep my hands clean for when I don't want to transfer the pastel. Okay, and he's got a light rock there or something, so I'm just going to put it in there to get rid of that orange. Okay, and then right now it's pretty well. I can go with a pastel stick, or I can go with my pencils right now. And if I go with my pencils, I will be going with a light blue. I got 2 tones of gray and a white and a black. So let's say 5. I'm not going to use much other than that except for the orange, and we're not going to let that stand out too much. So right off the get-go, I'm just going to throw the eye in there so I don't lose his eye. I think it comes up around. I'm not being too fussy on this too, okay? I'll let you know before. Like, I just want placement. I'm pretty sure I measured it out right. And even so, you know, lots of people won't know. Okay, so that would be the first thing up there. Doesn't have much reflection in his eye or anything like that. Very small pupils. And under there is a white. And I'm going to put that before I lose it. The paper I use is also, it's black, so, which I prefer. I like black. Takes away from the guesswork of your values, because it's darkest value you got, you work from there. Anything you put on that, any color or anything after that is a lighter value. So you already got your dark, so you know you got that beat. And if you want anything to stand out, well, it's going to have to be dark and white, black and white. It's got a little yellow in there. I don't want to put too much. I'll save a little bit of the background color, because that background color is going to come, this paper color is going to come through it, whether we want to or not. I'll try to keep my head out of the camera because I usually work with my nose right there. Okay, now right now I'm just going to start putting the gray areas here where he looks so distinct. I work fairly fast. I don't like wasting too much time. I think I've mentioned before I'm a lazy artist. Okay, now right here he's got a very nice feature that I want to capture. As it comes, I just got to catch his muzzle, make sure that I keep that where I think it should be. Now this thing here comes up around in there, then gray down below here. Like, I'm not being too fussy yet. This paper will take, you know, some layers, so you got time to play. Now in here I'm just going to go up just to get some lines up there, and then I'll work coming down. Just get the hair texture started here. Okay, I am going back and forth in a circular sort of motion and getting the direction of the hair going not straight because it will look mechanical. Okay, we'll go all the way around here. Take the color of the paper in there too, I guess. Catch a little orange here, change it around a little bit. Okay, now it's going to change directions. Right there. Now it starts to lighten up in here, around his eye, up in here. I'm going to make that dark right now. Okay, so I'll take a darker gray here, and I'll go about halfway into that white and start going up. Don't cover all that white above you. Very critical. Like that. And I'm going to go to mid-tone in here, up around in here, in here. I'll use this mid value here for the mid values, and then work the rest, especially around the eyes, so I can work that up there. You can leave it warm there. Okay, pull this down and up, pull it down and up. Just give it some fuzz look. We'll go over that again because it'll be more than once. Okay, now I take a black and we'll go down here. I'm going to go around the eye here, not too much because he has that in there. I'll get that going at the same time. I'll put it in first. A little bit of this going here. Same thing out here. I can also put it on its side here. Okay, I can put some light gray in there. Instead of trying to catch the background, it's going to come up and around here. Starts around here again. Comes up in here. Like that. Also in here, start to catch some dark colors. That way it'll come together better for me. As you notice, I'm not trying to be too fussy yet. Same thing in here. Now when you're blending, like in pastel, like as it is in graphite, then when you're blending, if you go with the grain of my strokes. It'll blend, but you know, and if you don't want those lines there, you can just go across the grain. And if you go across the grain, it'll start disappearing. And I'm doing that lightly. And I'll go across the grain when I want this light mid-tone gray to stick out here. Okay, rather than, and I can do that quicker than if it's trying to really push it in there a lot. Okay, and that will all fix up. This here. Okay. Anyways, don't want to talk your ear off. I want that area there, and then also in here I want it dark under his finger that comes up there. Looks like you can see his nail there. Okay, so like that, and then I have my mid value. Don't use too much of this black, stay away from it. Normally I'd put color under black. I don't like using black on its own. I'll put color to it. I find black on its own, just like white. Also, I won't use pure white unless there's something underneath it, sorta. If I want to make a color brighter, I'll put white first, and then I'll put the color that I'm using into it. Okay, so I think I got the mid-tones and where I kind of want it. Just going to, I'm going to just throw in his nose here for a second, just need a black. And that is around in here. All I have to do is sort of get the center here. Like right there, I believe, and somewhere in here, and then I can work off that, because they always come off that, then go around here, and then it'll quit on there, usually the same heights. Come a little wider at the bottom, where it flares out a little bit more, and down. Gonna have a shadow there, and then gray, which I'm going to shoot into a mid-tone now in here, like this all the way through. And I'll put the mid-tone now, and it's going to be lighter in there, so I'll just throw a lighter gray over it after. But right now I'm starting to get positioning here to make sure everything is looking the way it should. This pastel mat is nice because the colors sort of stay where you want them to stay, which is nice. The paper I use is the same way. It stays there. Lots of layers. Okay. And a little dark under here just to get my values right on his mouth there. Otherwise I'll be trying to judge up in this area, which I don't want to do. Okay. Now it's going to be getting some character to his face. I'll work on the eyes after. The eyes are very important, and they are quite a ways away for sure. Yeah, they're quite a ways away. It's funny how that goes. Okay, and now I'm looking for a light gray that we're going to start working with now. Okay, we'll go back up in here. And then I'll work my way down. If I want it lighter in areas here, I'll just basically rub against the grain. Okay, and then I'll start picking things out here. I'm just going to wipe my palm off a little bit. And, okay, start right in here. And now I'll just pick areas and where I want this lighter color to go. I'll throw white over top of this after, but only to rub it in, you know, along with the gray. Now when I do this, and then I also have my blenders that I'll show you, my stumps, very valuable tools for me. Okay, right now I'm just going to throw in this sort of below mid, I guess you might say, just to start giving it some form, and I get my lines going here properly. Push that in. Seems so there, and then it gets brighter here. Obviously the light's coming in from the right hand side on this picture. It's got some brightness there. It's going to pick up some light there, obviously. Okay, and then down through here, around the mouth. Okay, then we'll continue here, there. This one's got a nice little curve to it, like that. And it's got a wrinkle there. This goes towards his eye. Up in there. Here, I want some. Here, I want some. There. Okay, a little sharpening, excusez-moi. This paper really starts chewing out your pencils. Oh, yes. Knocking things over. Okay, continue on. I think I was up there. And then there also is a line up here. Through here, we're going to have a lighter value. And there, he's already got that going on there, this here. They have beautiful markings in their face, these lemurs. They're the most gorgeous little thing. Good looking little animals, especially the colors. And okay, I'm going to move this over here. Bring that down there. And move this character. Just make it a little wider here. Yeah, that looks better. Since I did this freehand, I'm just fixing up the drawing as I go here. And now I just need color through here. One in through there. A little bit down in here. I don't want to go too bright because I don't want to start taking anything away from the center of interest here. Okay, so I sort of got, I think, some of the lighter values in there. I'll do the same thing to this side. There's not quite as many on this side. His face is a little foreshortened. And just showing a little bit of nice hair coming up along in here. And you'll notice that white's already gone there. I originally started there with. Not much black left. Okay, so now I'm almost to where I would want that to be. Maybe just fix them up a little bit here, because it does cut off there before it gets darker in there, before it goes into his fur there. So I'll shoot a little bit of that, keep that going there, some here, some in here, some along the edge here. got some just to bring out his muzzle. Same thing on this side. A little bit more. Under the eye here. Also under the white there. And I'll be getting my blending stumps out fairly shortly, just to give myself some character to this little guy. I'll just throw little black lines through there where his wrinkles are going to be, and the stumps will do the rest. I have special stumps just for certain work, so that I keep them clean, I guess you might say. I'm just trying to pick up some character lines here, and he's got some nice ones going on here. So I don't want too much on this side. A little shade on that side. This is going to be shaded a little bit on this side. Over into here. Over into here. Okay. Now, I'm just going to put those tools aside. And I shall, here's one of my tools that I use here, a stump, double-ended. One is white, one is black. Okay, now I'll get some soft pastel, and I'll put white on one side, and I'll keep it clean, and black on the other side. Okay, now I'll start blending when I need it. And these I'll put color on. Okay, like it's a little, I'll just show you there to put some white on there. Okay, but I won't be working the white yet, because I'm have to now get these values. I'll just work with in the dark here. Okay, and try to make it look like he's got some wrinkles going on here. And I will not use this side unless I accidentally dip it into my white, which I don't know if I've ever done that. Not me. So I'll try not to push too hard. I bent this in half once, so I put some tape on it to give it some stability. It's funny how you just, you die when stuff like that happens to your tools. See, and in here it's very nice because I'm carrying the black and I'm only hitting the black. That mid-tone is going to stay there. And all I have to do is hit that with maybe some white after if I want. And if it gets too dirty, I just clean it off then. Okay, so I have a choice, either taking it off or putting it on right now with this. But this is just a demonstration. I'm not going to go hair by hair on this, that's for sure. I'm just new to YouTube, and I'm just seeing if you like my style, or you like to learn a few things. I am kind of an old dog, I guess. Run out of new tricks, but I'm an old dog, so I can teach you a few things maybe. I don't know. In painting, I started off in watercolor and progressed to oil, and now I've found pastel and playing with it now for a while, and I'm liking it. It's certainly different, and it's good if even if you're an oil painter to sort of take up pastel. See, now I'm hitting this white here, so I'm just going to go into that little white pile I got going on there and come into it. Try not to get my stick into that dark area. But I don't care about getting this dark stick in over my white. Okay, which I'll do, just to tone it down, but I won't do that because I don't want to pick up dark. So, but I just clean the whatever white I picked up there, and it doesn't really matter because once I go back in and pick up that dark again, it disappears. So this now I'll sort of paint with it. Get the lines going, you know, blend them in a little bit here, soften things up. You need it soft. Wrinkles are, might say soft. Okay, and then a little bit more up here. I don't want to pick up that black too much, which I already did. I have to clean it off, go back into my white. Okay, so now that got a few things blended here. Like I said, you can pick up white here. I'll pick up some more rather than use a pencil. I've already got it blending it now with my white. I can just put a dab there if I want, or like it's some along the edge here. See, I can just brighten it up. See how it's starting to brighten it up, change its value. It's along the bottom. I'll pick up some more. Go on the edge here. Okay, and then rub it in and put it down pretty heavy if I want to. It just all depends how much I push. Again, I got a blending tool in there already, so I'm not getting too much chalk off my pencil. I'm actually using the stump. Okay, and it's really, for me, I like it. It's time consuming, I guess you might say, but I don't mind spending the time on something that I enjoy. It's not like, hey, I will be going into my pencil soon. Just some of the critical areas I would like to show some realism, like around these wrinkles that I'm doing right now. Okay, and in order to do that, I will use this stump. Because if I want to make it dark in between now, then it's just a matter of how much should I pick up on this stump. Okay, and I can lightly put it in there and continue this on if I wanted to, and make a, see how that crease is coming, and very softly. I'm just going to use that I just put in there and break it up right there. I'm just dabbing back in the black a little bit, picking up a little bit more and breaking through there. And I'll just keep going, be patient, be patient. There we go. Then you can also, you know, blend with your hand. And then every so often clean off both ends. In case you got white on the black or black on the white. Okay, and then start again. Have a look which one's the black and which one's the white, and you know, put different blacks in here. Just adding a little bit right now as we speak to the paper that I'm using. So you want to put a little bit of black in there. Okay, don't have to use a pencil. Just pick it up off this paper here. When I was an oil painter, I'd mix all my own colors, so you know, it's almost like having this as a palette. Then I have other stumps that are on the light side also, and you know, yellow, and the ones I think I need. Well, I need a little bit more white here on my paper, just to keep that freshened up. Because once I get where I want, then I can bring up pencils. I work fast. I'm talking too much, and I'm not concentrating here. But I'm just going to speed it up for a few lines here, just to get my white down with this marker, and then I'll blend that out where it needs it. Like right here now, I'll start working that area, blend all the areas I've just touched. See if I need any or anything in there. If I do, I need some right in that area, so I'll pick up some dark and work it right there. See how it paints for you? and then you can blend it off with the finger. Use every tool. Here, here. Okay, now that's for me, if you're working towards realism, pretty well that's, you got to take your time like this and use different tools to get it. And this thing I like using because it blends into my white right away. Like it only drops what I want it to drop. Sometimes not enough, but I'd rather have not enough than too much. Sometimes a pencil would be too much and I'm stuck with that amount there now and try to get rid of it and move it around, and oh, it's a hassle. Okay, I'm just going to leave it there. I think, hold on, I'm just going to strengthen this wrinkle and that one. And that one. Okay, now I have a very light blue. I still got to blend some of this here. Light blue that I'm going to use instead of white. Just along the tops here. And I'll throw a little white on it in a bit. But where I want it shiny, this has got to go down the shape of his nose, and then this around. Also down through here, where I'm going to put a gray, that mid-tone gray. Through here, want a little shine over there also. Same thing on this area. I'll throw a little blue there, a little blue around his eye. It's kind of orangey there, so we're going to show some complement color through there. Okay, now I'm going to glaze a little bit here, very lightly with my pencil, just to bring out this area here, because I don't want it too bright. Wherever I want it a little brighter, I'll push it a little harder. I'm going to come around the muzzle here, because I'm going to make it whiter along the edge there. Here it changes the tone. Here it changes another one. Also up here. Above the eye. Same thing on this side. Keep this down here along its complement. And there. And I need a little white. Missing an important crease here. This one. And it's coming in through there. This one is going to be white. Something like that. A little bit more. And I got to put a black in between here. Just like that. Give them that crease look. And a little bit of black underneath the crease here. Give it that illusion. And don't want it too big, but cut it off a little bit there. There. Okay, now if I can soften that with my finger. Sometimes you wonder how far you want to take it. I'm an impressionist. Sometimes I take it a little close to realism, but on majority I'm an impressionist. Okay, I need a little bit of, just to finish it off there. And we'll work on that in a bit here. Okay. Like that. Now a little mid-tone, that gray. I'm going to go gray, white, black. This gray is going to come over here. only up to the edge. I'm not covering all of it. And I'm not covering all of it there because I'm going to put some white here because the light is shining down, because this sticks out on them. Like that. Same thing here. On the top of this blue a little bit. Now when I push this white in there, it is actually mixing with the blue and gets rid of the harshness of this white. I'm pushing very lightly on this white here also. Again, this needs to come out and stand out so that you see it. Got a nice little wrinkle going on there. Got stuff happening up in here. Stuff happening on this top of this blue. I'm just going to brighten it up, brighten it up, brighten it up, brighten it up. Where the highlights are coming down on that, you've got very nice sharp highlights coming here. Here. Now that one I'm going to hit with my stump on the white side of things. Because I don't want that line to be too wide there. Just give them that little bit of, and then same thing with the black in between here and under. And blend it a little bit there. Okay. So we got some character coming here with this little guy, and we can work the white now a little bit, or light gray. I gotta go light gray here, which is in here. Okay, down below here. Okay, now we're just going to change the values a little bit here so that we have value changes. Stay away from the white. Again, I'm making sure that I have space between my pencil marks here. Okay, up in here, more light gray, bring that down. I'm going to get some black on there. This is a little brighter up in this area. And also here. Then I'm just going to go over top of this light blue that I put down to kill it. Well, I'm not really killing it, you will see it, but it won't jump at you. Okay, and then around the eye is very important because we've got to showcase the eye. Eyes are very important in animals. They all blend up. Also up in that area. I'll try to find the picture of this character and post it along along with this, and you can follow along later. Okay, I'm gonna make this in here a little bit. I'm not catching everything. I'm putting a few things on my own. I'm just going to brighten that up. Okay, and then dull it up. A couple areas there, get that. And this is here, I wanted to get with the white end of this stump. This the dark end. Get up under there, then go over the white. Same thing here. Bring the white down. Get in between here. Bring that up. Okay. Ooh-wee. I don't know how much we want to go here. You know, we don't have to bring out every wrinkle that he's got. Or have to fix that up though. Fix that up, and he's got a little white right under there, so that I want to do, and my white pencil. It's right underneath, he's got this little catch in the sun there. And same thing with got this happening here along the edge here. Catching light from somewhere there. And then same thing along here is bright along this nose area, which is okay. And also along here. So I'm very lightly now with the pencil. Okay, I'm gonna obviously gonna have to bring that up, and this is a, I have to cut this around here. Like that. So yeah, like how far, you know, you're always asking yourself, how far am I going to take this? Well, I'll tell you, you can go on forever. You know, I keep a lot of times, okay, oh, that's good enough, and then, no, okay, now I see something else. You're right back at it again, and the thing has got you, you know, like, wow, they're almost married to it. But it's a labor of love. See, I want to steal the blue out there. See, it's too harsh, and so are these, too harsh. Taken away from my little guy there. Same thing here, too harsh. See, there's white down there already, so this blue is going to stick out a little brighter. So I just want to, I hate white on its own. It always looks so chalky, and the gray is not bad. Let me see if I can brighten it up with the gray. Gray a little better. Doesn't seem to be as bad. Okay, I'm not going to. Where's my stump? A little dark I'm going to pick up there. I'm going to stick it in here. Like that. White side still. Let's just soften that up there. Okay, we'll give that illusion there. And I'm just going to put a little lighter gray in. No, where's my light gray? It's in my pencil extender. It's a sad day when you have to put it in the extender because you know it's not going to last much longer. Carbatellos I use. There's that cheek thing coming on here, very lightly. Not touching. Okay, I don't think I'm going to take them too much longer here. I'm just going to, well, I see, you know, these lines, you always got to soften them, and the lighting here is so-so because I have to work on the lighting. Okay, I'm going to work on the eye here. So we're going to strengthen the black here. Down through here and kind of looking where it goes, and okay, I'll blend that in, and just a couple of dark areas there. I'm just going to go around in here. And now I'm going to blend down with my white, because they always have reflection coming down here. That's pretty well in everybody's eye. That's a human eye also. I'm going to leave that color of the paper coming through. Taking my white end of the stump. I'm going to clean it up first, okay, on that, in the white, then I'm going to put it on my Scott towel. Because that's what I'll do. I'll pick up the white that I got on that paper, and then I'll put it in my Scott towel. And I'll see how dirty it is. See, it picked up a little dirt there. So I keep doing that till it comes sort of clean. I used to do it with my fingers, but I found that, hey, now I'm transferring the oil off my fingers onto the stump. So I got wise and realized what was going on, and I'm always, it's always after that. Okay, anyways, cut it out. I was in here. I want to straighten this out and give a little blend. I don't know what's the matter with that one area there, but gotta take my dark out of the stump. Just go up under it here. You're always going to have a shadow on the top here, where his eye comes over. This is a small painting too. It's hard to, get complete realism because it's so small. If you want realism, you got to go a fair size of painting. Okay, I'm going to go, I'm looking for an orange in here. Kind of the color of the paper back here, because his fur is really orange. So we're going to get a little orange glow coming from this fur on this side a little bit. Again, also in his eye. Okay, this eye here doesn't want to become translucent because I don't want to lay down there. Okay, now in order to get that a little bit more looking like an eye, I have to get my black, and I'll bring down, I don't do a straight line, I do little dots. Again, I'll go in the curve direction of the eye. It's got to be rounded, and it'll certainly give you an illusion. So I usually put on the black dots first, coming out of the black. And you can make little fissures here too, like make it uneven, little triangle, then come off the triangle. Okay, now, like I said, I'm just throwing little dots. You can go with the eye at a couple places. And then, in order to give that more of depth, I'll come with a white. In between here and the black, this will be like a high spot. And I put a very tiny white line that cuts through the black. Again, it gives you an illusion of depth because the black you still see, but the white is over top of it. So it makes you think that black has to be below the white. And in reality, I guess that's true. It is. And if it's too stark, I will just pat it down. Now, I don't know what it looks like on camera, but I have an illusion of depth here. And to bring that out even a little bit more, it's this black pencil that again sharpens up these lines to give you the illusion that this eye is coming up. Because dark around anything will make it look like the light area is going forward. Like that. Yes, like that. Okay, and also, almost forgot, I am going to put a little bit of blue here from the reflection of the sky. Okay, well, we're going to think that. And then just below the blue, I'm going to give them a little highlight. I'm going to just a little bit more and give them a little highlight just under the blue. Like that. Cute little eyes. Okay, and then very lightly, I'll go over to areas where I think I might need it to stand out a little bit, not too crazy. Okay, and then I'm going to lighten it up over here. I've already got that gray under there, so this will kill it, the white. I want a little bit of sparkle because it's coming, the light is coming from over there. But I don't want this in too many areas. If I have the white down there, I just want it to lead up into the eye. Let's say that one, and then the same thing with this one. Okay, now let's put some stuff around them and see what we can do. Okay, so the color I think I'm going to start with first. I'm going to fix that up. There's probably going to be things I missed here for sure. I usually, what I do, I'll leave it overnight, any of my work, and I'll probably do the same thing to this. I'll leave it overnight, then I'll look at it fresh in the morning, and some things certainly will pop out, and I'll see what it looks like under film, and if I want to work on it, I'll start the camera again in the morning and we'll see, you know, and work it. But I'll let you know, or you'll see on the video, just stay with it. Okay, I'm going to start with this. It's I don't know, this is just a lovely color. I love this color. As you notice, I haven't done anything up there, right? Because I don't want to distract your eye from a lot of stuff happening there. Okay, now this comes in here. This black is more up in there, so I gotta bring that closer to his face. Okay, so I'm gonna start with this color first because you'll never notice the orange. And it's darker in here, like that. You should notice. Okay, and then the same thing in here. Come out, like that. I felt like I dropped something. Why did I feel like I dropped something? My black pencil, which I would have been looking for. Excuse me for a second. Well, I'm a clumsy guy. I usually put them in a jar, and see, that's the only one I didn't put back in the jar. Where does it go? On the floor. Okay, so that's the color. And then I got a orange here that I'm going to use. And I'm also going to pick up an orange on the pink side. Okay, this is the orangey that I'm going to be using now. That's and then the pink side. So the pink side I'm going to put here first, where it's lighter on his fur, and that's also over here, like that, and then also over here. Okay, now the way I'm going to go with the illusion of the fur is, put that white pencil here, is here's this orange, and I'm going to start in this area and pull it out. Okay, only up into this light area there, that's around his face there. Like that, and do that on this side too. See, this side is almost doing it for us. I'm not trying to cover this red there. And then again on this side, do it again, just a little bit, because it gets lighter again. And I hope this tool that I got is clean, like that, and then down in through here. Let's go over his hand there, we'll just pretend it's there. I'm going to darken that up a little bit. Then I got the tool here from Pastel. Oh, I think it's running, the sponge is running out of it. And I'm going to go like that. Draw with it. Get that orange in there. Same thing over here. Work my way down. I'm not putting it on the flat. And just give that illusion first. And then the same thing on this side, give that illusion. Like I said, it's almost on its flat, but it's not, because I don't want to lose these streaks that are in there. Okay, and then I got this lighter pink again. Very lightly, I'm just going on there. And then same thing over here, very lightly. And bring it in so that it shows form. And I'm going to throw a little white in there too. Okay, on this side here, just going to bring it there. Okay, then work some with your hand. Get it soft there. Okay, then I have my white, and I would now put my white over here. And we're going to sort of surround them now with this light color. And we'll be drawing more towards the dark now. As you notice, your eye is wanting to come in towards him now. Okay, and I don't want to make that even. Don't want to take it all the way to the outside either. Okay, now if I want this to look a little fuzzy, I'll go in a circle. And I'll blend in the circle, and it'll make it softer looking. Don't let it stick out too much. Okay, sort of like that. Okay, and then he has that darker orange again, and then, you know, you could keep working this now over and over and over. Okay, like I would maybe put a couple more of those in there, and then the dark that I had here would be again. See, it'd be nice just to break off a piece of, and let that come out here, and then the same thing in here, just let you know that it separates there, gives you that soft feeling. And you wouldn't want to go too crazy, and just bring it very lightly, bring it through, so that it looks like you've got some hair flowing out of there. But not all over, just in a couple areas like that. Okay, and then you can smoothen that. And then the same thing here. Just to extend that color that I first put on there, this because this is the beautiful color that I'm using right now. And he's got even hair like that, you know, that fuzz look that they have. Same thing in there. And I'm trying to make lines. I got a sort on its edge there. Don't want to make a sharp one. Okay, and I have a tendency to overwork it. Okay, so there I'm leaving it like that. I see a nice soft look. That would work. I'm going to darken it up. Let's fix this up here a little bit. Get a little darker gray. Get away from that white. And then I'll put some white back there again. I'm going to bring this line here. And then also I want to get rid of this background color, because you've got to know that this is, you know, it's not what what word am I looking for? I don't know. Oh, part of the background. Okay, and that also needs a little darker under here. And then a little bit of white. And I don't know how much more I want to take this. Like usually now I would mount it and stand back from it, but I can't do that right now because I got it sort of stuck to this table. Okay, just a little texture in there, and a little shadow in there too. So I want to up the value a little bit so I can do that here. No, too dark. Let's go get another lighter gray. Oops. I'm gonna change the value in there a little bit so I can darken it up in here a little bit. Give you a different illusion. No, it's got hair, but I don't know what I did with my black, 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 small black. It's hanging there. Colors all over. See, to me there's a difference between soft black and hard pastel sticks. The soft, they're a lot nicer to blend with, and I need this coming. And I'm just going to give a hint that there's something there. Maybe it's a little fingernail there, or you won't know. Let me soften that there. Okay, I think pretty well that's where I would leave it. And have a look at it, and I'll maybe catch you in the morning, and if it's okay, we'll give it give it a farewell, and if not, we'll work on it a little bit more. That's all. Because like I said, you can go on forever. Okay, thanks for hanging in there with me, and I will certainly get back to you, I guess, eh? Just that little darker there as we go up here. There's, yeah, go on forever. Go on forever. Okay. Okay, we're gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there for now, and I'm gonna get back to it after and see what. Guess who's back? I got up and I just didn't like it. Okay, so I'm gonna work it a little bit more here. I have to work the wrinkles here. I just don't like it. So I'm just going to go in and reinforce. I'm not going to do much. I just want to fix up some of the things I just don't like. Like a hair being another one. Don't like that area. Yeah, I find if I leave it overnight, or a couple of days, I never post anything right away. I find things that I would like to fix up. Lighting, especially if I'm doing it at night, the lighting is different in here because I go under a skylight. And that really makes a difference on the lighting. Really makes a difference. Like you think you're doing really well, and you get up in the morning and the light, you open up the curtain and you think, oh my God, what were you thinking? Like it's just phenomenal. Yes. So a lot of times at night I'll take it to a certain point, but if I'm going to try to put some detail on it, I avoid it if I can. till I get in the daytime when I got nicer lighting. Right now I'm just fixing up a few areas I just don't like. I want to use a little off-white here in some areas. I'll just blend that just to make them stand out a little bit more. And then when you take a break, you have a whole different feel towards it after too. You get tired, and you know you always want to say, "Oh, okay, that's good enough. that's good enough." And then sometimes you do, and in reality, you know, should have kept going. I want a little darker in here. Yeah, so I know me, how lazy I can, go with it. And so yeah, I looked at it again and I thought, nah, you can certainly do better than that. You must have been getting tired, which I was. Okay, I think that's getting a little better towards what I'm looking for on the face, around the face and eyes, and I'll see what it looks like after. Camera really tells you a lot too. If you want to have a look at your work, just take a picture of it, throw it up on the computer, and sometimes, it's just heavenly nice. Other times you thought, what kid did that? Like, what possessed you there? It's just phenomenal how you can go. Well, anyways, for me, sometimes I get discouraged. Like, what were you thinking? But most of the time, it is because you got bad lighting, you're tired. I just like painting, so it's not necessarily that I'm trying to work on anything. It's just I like painting, and it doesn't matter what time it is. It's the same thing. I horse around with my music too, and it doesn't matter what time I pick it up. And then you get carried away, and it's way past your bedtime. But what can I say? It's so much fun. See, and I also have that paper in behind here, and I don't mind a little bit of that glow through there. But I don't want to take it too much longer. I don't know how long it is already, so. But you have the opportunity to obviously turn it off and watch it later. It is on video, so it's both ways. I can shut it off and come back and leave it for 30 days, and you never know. Hi, okay, we'll just finish it up here, and yeah, a year and a half later, it puts out the video. Okay, I think all I want to do is on this side is just sparkle it up a little bit more there. This is kind of a flush pink tone, just near his eye there. And soften the nose. And let's see what doesn't look right. This right there. That right there doesn't look right. Hope I'm not getting my head in the way. I have a tendency to do that. Got my nose right in there. You're doing okay, get your nose in there. You're half blind. But I got good neck muscles from doing that. I should just, get a better pair of glasses. Probably be the smartest thing to do. But hey, I'm not the brightest counting. Okay, I think the right there, that's much better there. I like that much better. Because I did look at it and think to myself, what don't you like about it? Because I didn't like it. And I don't like the hair either. And I also want, the nose and this white, and obviously they have this white and this flesh tone because it goes chalky, and I just hate the look of it. Okay, I think that's much better. A little bit over there, and a little bit over there, and a little bit there. Very lightly, very lightly. Okay, and then another thing I didn't like is the hair here. I'm going to go like this and a little bit more like this. I thought that was kind of a feeble attempt at hair. I should be able to do better than that. Okay, and then a little bit of white here and there, some out here, there, here, and then where's my trusty little tool? Right there. And these tools, a lot of times when I use these tools here, if whatever color I'll go, I'll put it on my tool. That way I'm not transferring dark, because it is a little dark. Then I'll put it on a Scott towel and see what kind of color I got. It's still a little dark, so I clean it. Okay, and then I'm going to hit that with this. And get more of a feel going here. I need more white there, that's what I need. Right up and start up in here. Same thing there. So I should have done that, been more meticulous the first time. Oh, wrong color. No, that was... Going to give it some character here. I'm shooting a little black in here because I have that brown, reddish brown. I love the color, purplish brown. I don't know what it is. I just love the color. I'm going to shoot some of this through. And then I'll catch it with this blade. I think that gives it a better feel. It was kind of too light in there. This tool, yeah, that's better. I'm just got to get rid of that white there. Streak, a couple of streaks. And my tool, bring that out again, a little bit more. Same up here on this side. Well, I got the white in my hand. Shoot that through. You can paint with these tools. They're beautiful to paint with, I find. You draw with them, and like I'll do a lot of freehand drawing with these. I used to do that with my palette knife and oil. I think I might do a video with the palette knife. oil. It's so much fun. Okay, and then the only other thing I got to do is I have to make it where the hair meets. Otherwise it'll look way like he's got something in behind there. Okay, I'm just going to throw a little black like that, then back to that color again. I don't like using black or white on their own, if I can avoid it. Okay. And usually I can't avoid it because I'm in control of the colors. It doesn't have to be white. Put it whatever colors you want. Okay, I think that's good enough. I don't want to draw it on forever, but yeah, to me, I'm just going to have a quick look here. Make sure I don't have any sharp black lines where I don't want them. See, I have to move my head all around to catch different light coming in from different angles, and cleaning this off in the Scott tool right now. But yeah, I think that's a cute little character. I'm just going to drop that a little darker so your eye doesn't want to come shooting down there. Look a little darker than that value there, just to keep you there. Same thing on this side. Do I have a gray? Yeah. That was another thing I didn't like. Just too much going there. Just tone it down a bit. Get the values changing there. Okay, that's it. That's better. I'm a little happier with that, and yeah, I'm a little happier with that. I'm just going to again strengthen up this line in between there. Oops, kind of lost it. Strengthen it up, he says. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Okay, now I hope I'm not missing something in bad lighting, because that's what usually happens. So I'll give it a... I think it's okay. There you go. Thanks for joining me, guys. You all take care. Bye for now.